Heyo and welcome. Sorry, I went backstage to look at which studios have recordings that I need to delete. And it was like, watch live for this one. And I'm like, how would that work? I don't want to click it in case it like kicks me off of the stream somehow. But I was just like, it's interesting that is an option.
That is interesting.
So hey, hi, how's everybody? Cody, it's been forever. You had like a month off.
I, no, I really enjoyed it. I missed you guys, but I also enjoyed my break. Well, I didn't
Well,
really have a month off because I came back for the free for all like 2 weeks ago.
that doesn't count. um,
So the stress event doesn't count. Got it.
no, it doesn't, cause well, I meant it doesn't count as your break. I think.
Uh,
Okay.
well, and then I had a break last week for reasons, but that'd be what it'd be.
Eva also enjoyed your break. Do it, Sam. Hit
Wow.
the button. I can't,
Wow.
Eva. This will have to be investigated on a different day. Hey, Bella, long time no see. So, to update Cody and potentially Bella and anybody else on my medicine situation, Eva lied to be funny. Yes, I got a gene site test, which tests your genetics against, or like
Mhm.
with a lot of other medications and stuff. And according to the test results, the medication that I was on is not doesn't work the best with my body. So I've switched to another one, which my doctor is having me cross wean off of. But I am now currently taking my full dose of my new medication and a half dose every other day of my old medication. And I am ready to be done with the old medication because
Yeah.
uh, because I'm now starting to suspect, based on how nice my new medication has been working on the days that I haven't taken my half dose, I now wonder if my old medication was causing some of the issues, or like just like little ones, because I've noticed that like on the days I take the half dose I have a little bit of anxiety, like physical anxiety, whereas on the days I don't take my half dose it's not really an issue. So, but that could also just be entirely coincidental with like other things.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to go away. And like CV and I were talking about it, and it's like really funny because she's like, "Do you know what the side effects for your old medication were?" And I was like, "Every single anxiety and antidepressant medication I've ever heard of has a chance of causing anxiety and depressive symptoms."
Yep.
It's like if you that's like there's a lot of headache or migraine medications that if you take them too often or at too high a dose or something, they can actually cause the migraine or headache and stuff. So it's like, ah. Because I thought it was neat in Yay Modern Medicine. It took out a little bit of the guesswork with the trial and error.
Yes.
Um, my insurance did reject my Vyepti, which sucks. Well, so what they said was basically, we don't know that you actually need the IV infusion for your migraines, even though it's like supposed to be the best thing on the market right now. We think like
Right.
maybe cheaper, less effective medicine could still work.
Yep.
So
Of course.
so they're like, you have to try out 2 other specific auto injectors and this one other daily pill. Like, you have to try them and they have to fail you before we will approve your IFD. And I was like,
Boo.
okay. So testing each medication type at minimum is 3 months.
Yep.
So that's gonna be fun. But my new shot should be ready tomorrow, which honestly at the moment I'm just ready for any migraine coverage because I've been without my shot for almost 2 months now. And let me tell you, yesterday my husband
We don't need to know.
No, we don't get to know.
well.
Then she's back.
We heard yesterday my husband, and then you froze.
Yeah,
Okay.
yesterday my husband.
Yeah, yesterday
And then
my
that was it.
Yeah, so yesterday, like, my husband and I were talking, and my new PMDD medication has been working so well that he's like, man, he's like, you've been doing really well and stuff. He's like, it's almost like you don't even need your migraine medication. And I'm like, yeah, see, I think that sometimes too. And then, nope. Like, I felt like I was gonna throw up yesterday.
I take major antidepressants.
Eva, he's in his kidnapper's basement.
Oh, yes. I'm in the kidnapper's basement. They haven't decorated yet, but they have gotten shelves for decorating. I ordered something to be decorated, and it still is not shipped, and I'm kind of mad. And they emailed the people to be like, yo, when's my thing getting shipped?
You email your kidnappers?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to email the shop that the kidnappers ordered from because they're not on it. Like, it's been almost a month. Where's my shit?
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm on major antidepressants and ADHD meds, and there are days where fully they just don't work. It's like, yes, I'm currently depressed. Everyone's like, but you're on medication. I said, and I'm currently depressed. Moving on.
Maybe you should ask if you can get the gene site test.
That's good.
Because what they do is they test your DNA and they like analyze your genetics and stuff. That's also in not just like for the medications. Like we now know that. So like for years and stuff, I've never been diagnosed with any like chemical or hormone imbalances and stuff, with the exception of my PMDD, and that's all like menstrual hormonal stuff, right? That's not like my serotonin, my dopamine, and all of that have always been good, right? And even with the PMDD and stuff, my hormone levels and everything always test fine. Well, the gene site test actually let us know, like it was like, hey, this person has a genetic mutation, so that like they produce all of these chemicals, but absorbing them is more difficult. And I'm like, so I'm making all the happy chemicals, I'm not absorbing all the happy chemicals.
Yeah, and I should have to email my doctor right now about that because I'm curious and interested. Because for me, like, there will be days where something mundane, not even involving me at all, will just fully send me to like a full spiral. Just the conversation I'm involved with, and I'll be like, cool. I now have anxiety about a thing. Yay. And I just get to live with this for the next 30 minutes, or 2 hours, or 7 hours, however long he wants to be here.
Right? And it like sucks.
It sucks.
There's also
Because, like, perfect.
The thing where it's like, because I also on tons of meds. I'm also on meds, for various things, and it's like the meds give you a good foundation, but you still have to do like all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like eat healthy, exercise, sunlight, socializing, all of that fun stuff. And for the ADHD, it's like practice good habits and blah blah blah, make lists. All the stuff that people are like, why don't you just try? It's like, because I can't. But once you have the,
because that's not how it works.
You're like, okay, now I can try.
I absolutely love when I like talk about migraines and stuff, and it's like, well, And my very well-meaning, like, some of my extended friends,
Lenol?
they'll be like, so, like, what's one of the main things? And I'm like, well, some of the main triggers are the weather, estrogen, and stress. And they're like, so why don't you just stress less? And I'm like, for one thing, I am not by nature a stressor. Like, that's just not how I roll. When my brain is at its base level, I am one of the chillest, most laid back bitches.
Not the pregnancy thing. I'm finally old enough they don't blame pregnancy these days from evil.
Oh my god, y'all. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was a dream.
Hold on, I gotta read the chart, but I love my doctor. I have had my doctor now for several years. He's always been very open to when I talk to him about things and stuff, right? I've seen my doctor quite a few times this year, and we were talking about the perimenopause. And like, now one of the symptoms that, like, a lot of people really kind of harp on is, like, once you enter perimenopause, you're not regular anymore, right? But I had been, and except that, like, they were getting farther, or like closer together. Well, then I skipped one, and I told my doctor I skipped one because I was like, oh, look at this potential proof that I'm perimenopausal.
Yeah.
His first thing was, have you taken a pregnancy test? And I'm like, no. My husband has a vasectomy. I've had all of these symptoms for 4 or 5 months. I've only missed one.
I haven't had from doctors being like, oh, we think you're, or like, could it be pregnancy, that kind of thing. Luckily, I haven't got that from doctors. I did at a old job throw up at work, and I like went over to my boss and I was like, hey, can I go home? I just threw up. And they're like, are you pregnant? Which, what the fuck? I was like 20 at this job, and I was like, no, you know, don't ask me that in general. We don't know.
You're like, we're not like that.
Also, like, there is laws where employers cannot ask employees if they're pregnant. At least in Canada, I think in the US too, in some states. But I haven't gotten that from doctors and stuff. I've just gotten like, you should stress less. Have you considered it stress? That was when the first of my migraines started popping up before I got COVID and they got really bad. I was told that they think that my headaches and stuff were just stress.
Yeah, stress, the number one misdiagnosed condition of all people, women especially. Hold on. Jessica came in on trials of medicine and got thrown back to 2 years of trying different birth control before finally just removing the problem altogether. I was also thrown back to, like, because when I was gonna get my Emgality shot, because they were like, oh, well, you have to try meds in 3 different, and so that was a year or 2 of trying different meds before they would do that. Bella says, hopefully you can get the medical stuff all figured out. Thank you. It's been a journey. Just Eva is on Lexapro and Bushbar and a PPI. I was on Lexapro. That's the one they're weaning me off of. Eva wants to get tested for psychiatric drugs too, and is also on cannabis. I've been told that there are a lot of cannabis-based migraine meds, and I can't try any of them because I have an allergy.
Oh no.
It's so sad.
Someone asked me if I was allergic to alcohol the other day, because we were talking about, like, our reactions when we drink. And I was like, I just get really tired. And they're like, are you allergic? And I was like, it wasn't like this. It's because of some of the meds I'm on. It wasn't like that before I got on my meds. I could, like,
That's
I could
weird.
lie and then just be fine. But now I'm 2 sips in, and I'm like, I want to take a nap.
That did remind me when I was first trying Adderall, and we started off base load, 5 milligrams, you know? And I went to my doctor, and I was like, I don't feel a single thing. He's like, you feel nothing? I said, nothing. He's like, okay, you're supposed to feel something. Let's bump you up to 20. I was like, okay. I got bumped up to 20. I took the meds. 45 minutes later, my mind is clear. I have so much dopamine flowing. I'm happy about life. I fully called my doctor and said, is this what normal people feel like? Because I feel high right now.
Mm.
I feel like I shouldn't be, but I am. What is this feeling? And it's just meds. Ugh.
Eva says the Buzz Bar was new and I don't take it too much these days, but for a while I couldn't stop focusing on mortality. It helped a ton. Had me some of that compound grief. Hashtag CPTSD. I feel that. Making the happy and then throwing it away. Thanks, body. Right? Like, bitch, that's wasteful.
A lot of storage.
Therapy too. Big dose of meds for me. I'm finally old enough. They don't blame pregnancy these days. That's good. Stress less, what an idea. Deaf in perimenopause, but I'm more regular. I wasn't before it. Yeah, see, that's kind of how I feel. So, I was 19 weeks along before I knew with my firstborn, and that was after going to the doctor for nausea and vomiting. So, it wasn't always that way, and or I was younger looking than I thought at age 15. My doctor is amazing. I haven't had long, but I really like her. Why do they insist on trying other things before the shot? Is it because the shot is risky or less likely to work? It's more expensive. That's all it is. It's because it's a more expensive treatment that they would have to pay for, and like that's the generous thing. Not the less generous thing that some insurance companies also do is because you have to take it less frequently. They like the money on it, or they have like deals with certain pharmacies, and like that medication might be outside of theirs. In my case, it's in order to take my first auto injector, I had to have medication in like 3 or 4 different categories, and for none of those categories to help me. And like some of those medications had, like one of those medications, I can't remember the name of it, but one of the side effects was like possible short-term memory loss, and I got that side effect. I was one of the like few people who had that side effect. It was kind of funny because me and Chris were in the doctor's office, and I was like, I'm really starting to stress, because I had cried over it a couple times where I was like, I think my migraines are making my memory worse. I'm like, I think they're damaging my brain. And he was like, how long has this been an issue? And I was like, I don't know. And I looked at Chris and I was like, maybe a month or so. And my doctor goes, how long have you been taking the new medication? And I looked at my husband and he goes, a month or so. And my doctor's like, one of the possible side effects is short-term memory loss, so we should get you off that one. And I was like, yeah. So
Reminds me.
The infusion is supposed to, it's called Vyepti, and it's supposed to be like one of the best ones on the market right now, and I would only have to do it once every 3 months instead of monthly. But they're like, no, let's try these 2 other auto injectors, which I'm like, more shots, yay. And and this one tablet, like pill one. Eva says we've never spoken to her while she's sober. Her baseline, she's addicted to the Mary J. I'm sorry that it is an addiction. That sucks. Bella has a few different medical stuff she needs to go through with a doctor. Hasn't been able to set up an appointment at a time where someone could drive. The struggles of not driving. Bella, I feel that. Especially since, so as my backup, if I need to make a doctor's appointment when Chris is at work, usually I can ask my mama or my grandmama. However, my baby sister is currently pregnant and was in a car accident and had hip surgery, and she's doing a lot better now and stuff, and the baby and everything is fine. But this means that like she's had a lot more doctor's appointments than she would have if she were just pregnant. or if she, it's as if she just had one or the other, but she has both. So my mom has basically been out to my sisters a lot and stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to be as unneedy as I possibly can in existence. And it's basically, if Chris doesn't have the day off, I'm like, nope, can't make that appointment.
Was I just had like, for some reason, or I don't know why, I had paranoid thoughts. Don't know where they come from. I don't have paranoia. I have the thoughts. So my doctor was like, "There's a medication. I forgot what it was called." And he's like, "We can try it. It's in a shot, but you have to take the meds every single day for 2 weeks just to keep your body away." So I was like, I was unaware restless leg syndrome was an actual medical condition
Mm-hmm.
until I had it, and it was awful. Like, I called my doctor and was like, I haven't slept in 3 days because I'm trying to will my legs to stop shaking. And then when I finally am able to relax enough to fall asleep, they start shaking again. He's like, okay, yeah, no, stop taking the medication right now. We're getting you off of that. So we're going to find something else. Because that should, he's like, or we can take a medication that stops restless leg syndrome. And I was like, we're just cutting it. We're cutting it. I'll deal with it somehow else.
I would gladly take 80 different kinds of gene site tests to figure so that I don't actually have to try 80 different medications. But alas, they only have one for psychiatric medication right now.
I also started taking beta blocker because since I take Adderall.
Yeah, Cody, I can't hear about half of what you're saying, and it seems like chat is also asking that.
Wow.
I don't know if your mic's not picking up like the first half of what you're saying, or what.
I was skimming chat. I see there's a lot of talk of ADHD in the chat. Excuse me. So Jessica says that she was tested for ADHD and she was so stereotypically ADHD that they didn't question it. I have a friend who had ADHD and had to be tested multiple times because they were so textbook ADHD, the doctors thought they were faking it. So.
I also went through that with mine.
You may be the friend I'm thinking of because I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
It was like earlier.
It took
I remember
6 months.
That when we were talking about the pregnancy and stuff, I had a random flashback to a text conversation where I had a friend who was like, I hate when people tell me that they're trying for a baby or that they're trying to get pregnant. Like, yeah, gee, thanks. You don't have to announce to everybody that you're having a lot of sex. And I'm like, that's not that's not the message they're trying to indicate with that. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember which of my friends said that.
I think it's like a TikTok audio or TikTok thing I've seen before.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Is that point?
It's like, I know it was a text chat on Discord. I just can't remember with who. Eva's son's best friend is 10 and medicated for ADHD, and I'd say she's textbook maybe.
It presents differently in AFAB and AMAB people. Can we go into a sprint?
See, we were of the same mind. I was going to. Because we're at about the 25 mark. Our piece seen that on Facebook memes too. Everybody's like, Sam, honey, you're making something up in your brain.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying whoever said that stole it from the internet. That's not an original thought.
What if the internet stole it from them?
Unlikely.
No. All right, we're gonna go into a sprint. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello. I was away, and now I have to.
Oh, Sam, you're muted.
Huh? I shouldn't be. Am I muted? No, okay. Hello, what did everybody do? I will start us off. I updated my reading list because I finished
Well,
2 books
while Sam's muted,
last
everybody,
night.
welcome back to the sprint.
You're very quiet. Hold on, let me see. I can turn you up. Okay. Cody, say something. Cody?
I cannot hear Cody either.
That's strange.
Oh, wait, I can hear him. He's just very, very, very quiet.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find the group chat. I lost it.
Oh, that was a little louder, but I think that was just because he was being loud.
Jessica said last I checked, at least half of the people you tell that you're trying for a baby thinks the same thing. I can understand if people's thoughts go to, okay, so you're like trying to have, or so you're having a lot of sex. But I'm just saying, I think it's silly to get mad at people for informing other people that, hey, we're, trying to get pregnant or we're trying for a baby on the basis of, oh, they're just telling us that they're having a lot of sex. And it's like, it's not the same. Like, even if like you process their statement as you now know they're having lots of sex, that's not the sentiment that is trying to be conveyed there. Yeah, they could have said the same funny thing as the internet without knowing the internet said it. But I thought I made, like, when I was, it happened around my mid-20s, I had this word that I had been using for years, and I thought I made the word up. Come to find out it was a real word, and I was upset. I cannot for the life of me remember what word it was, but it used to be important to me. It is no longer important to me.
That's gross. Okay, I wrote some. I had trouble concentrating first because I got tired, as is the way of every time we start streaming. I'm like, actually, even though I was working like 30 minutes before the stream started, as soon as the stream starts, I'm like, okay, all done.
One could theorize you may have wore yourself out before the stream, if not for the fact that you usually get tired around this time anyway.
But I worked a little. I wrote, I don't know.
Like I said, I updated my reading list because I finished 2 books today.
239.
Nice.
Did you finish Heated Rivalry? Was that one of the books?
I did. No, that wasn't one of the ones today. Hold on. Heated Rivalry was like 4 books ago, I think.
Holy fuck.
Hold on, let me see.
I started reading it like yesterday, or the day before. This weekend went by really quick for me, mostly because I played D&D for like 6 hours yesterday.
I have read 4 books since I read Heated Rivalry.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
But, oh, and then I went and I made myself a cup of coffee because I could not stop yawning. And I was yawning so much that it was just, I couldn't do anything because I couldn't stop fucking yawning. And while it's not like me being tired, I was like, if I make some coffee does kind of help my brain snap too. So
yeah,
and hopefully fight off an incoming migraine. And look, this is a color changing mug. It's warm, so this is what.
Oh, it's pretty.
I don't know whose it is. It might be my husband's. It was just in my cabinet.
Storm came
Stolen.
over, got her pets, and then left again.
My cat Balder, for the past couple years, has just been in my eldest son's room. That's just where he exists. That's where he cuddles. That's where he spends most of his time. In the past, 2 months, he has just been in my room. He just will not leave me alone. I used to have my little desk area set up so that it had spots for the cats and little pathways so that they don't knock all my shit over. I hadn't, the only cat that... Then we got Riju, and the cats no longer enjoyed coming in my room for a long time, and it's that's fine. And then when Artemis does come in...
The tear rolling down your cheek. It's fine.
And then Artemis, she just comes in, and she's basically just this is my bed, and this is my corner. And if you come in my corner, I will smack the fuck out of you. But as long as you don't come in my corner, we're good. And now she and Riju have reached this thing where Riju can come and sniff her and stuff, and Artemis just acts like a mildly annoyed mother.
Tolerates it.
She's leave me the fuck alone, but it's fine. But we bought my
Hello?
son...
Oh.
Hello?
Hello? Am I back?
Well, we can hear you. We can hear you a lot better now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Nice. Well, my
That's
oldest...
so Anywho, that was so weird.
my oldest, we bought him a new doorknob for his bedroom because he didn't feel safe closing his door all the way because that old knob got stuck and stuff. So we bought him the new doorknob, and ever since then he closes his door. Now he has a cat door, right? So the cats can go in and out of his room. But ever since he started closing his door, Balder doesn't like going in his room anymore. So now he just comes and bothers me. And I'm like, oh my god. And he kept knocking all of my stuff off my little table. And I was like, I had to re-cat proof it. So he has
goodness.
His little shelf and everything to sit on. And the way I am a master of living with cat. Because, I do not accept that my shit's going to get knocked down. No, you're going to live with me. We're going to figure this out. And we did. I left him a little, walking path, and I put a little, comfy rag, really a screen cleaning rag, because they're soft and stuff, on the shelf I wanted him to lay on, and he lays on it, and it's perfect. It's fine. As long as I don't put anything on his walking path, in which case, that's my bad. I fucked up. That is the designated area. My son... He had a headache. He came in. He took some headache medicine. I gave him my water bottle to take water. And then he put it on the thing. And I was like, no, my child, you must put it here. And he's like, why do I have to put it there? And I'm like, because you've put it in the walking zone. And let me tell you, when I did that the other night and it accidentally got knocked over, which I know with Balder, it is an accident. He is just very bad at being graceful. He
is not a graceful cat.
And he knocked it over with his ass. And it made such a loud fucking noise when it hit my floor. Chris was in the shower in the bathroom, and he jumped, and he's like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, it was just my water bottle. It was terrifying.
the sound of my clapping ass cheeks keeps knocking everything over. Yes, now that my audio problems are seemingly over now. Which is weird, because I can hear things on my desktop. I could not hear you. So I was like, Sam's muted. Tee. That's what it was like, no, she's not. I'm like, why can't I hear her?
I was like, I must entertain the people while everything is figured out.
Yeah. Anywho.
Jessica got 632 words. RP started drafting the new project he was outlining during the Storytellers Hearth. He got 126 words done. Bella says, to explain what I did, I need to add context. Okay. I am sat.
I am sat. I am prepped. I may go take a Claritin Clear because I think my allergies are acting up.
Oh, my Roxy and I have been... I'm accidentally name-dropping that child so much recently. But my daughter and I have been clearing out an area for a garden for her, and like at first it was fine, and then late spring started to hit, and everything's blooming now, and so the pollen is everywhere, and my sinuses, between that and the storms, I have not sounded normal in like over 2 weeks.
It is random. It hits at any given point. So I will be back. I will still have earbuds for listening because it is upstairs, and I'm dying slowly. I'm just not having a great night tonight, guys. That's what I'm understanding.
It'll be all right. So Bella mentioned in Discord she's making a searchable book database. Decided to start with a fantasy romance one to have a smaller number to work with starting. I have to go in the Discord for more details on that because I don't remember seeing that message. And then making a sort of master list with the book title, series name, and author. I do not have the ability to make this all on my own, but I figured I would start with 1,000 or so. Need to hire a coder / complex website builder, and will need the starting database to work with. The info used will be from Goodreads with 0 photos, but when it's launched, features can be added. This is a multi-year project done on the side that will most likely need to be done through hiring people. I am all for having a super database, though, for books. Jessica's cat stole her blanket that she used at the desk, so he grabbed another one, and he started stealing that, so I'm no longer using a blanket, and he's happily laying on the blanket. He just wants the one that smells the most recently of you. That's how it goes. It was mentioned so long ago with a single comment. It's not something to be searched. There's likely no info. Okay, that's fair. I appreciate that.
Listen, if I learned anything about cats, they love stealing your blankets specifically. Dogs too.
Is this the one that smells like you? There's no mystery behind it. Cats, dogs, children, husbands, they're all the same.
At the base level, they're all the same. It smells like you, they want it.
Oh my gosh. So Chris and I, we have our own specific pillows because we have, as many people, our specific pillow needs. I went away for a convention, and I came back, and I noticed that my pillow was on his side of the bed, and I took it back, and then he gets mad at me for stealing his pillow. And I'm like, excuse?
Excuse you?
This is my pillow.
I don't see your name on it. It's embroidered on the tag.
I did that to my sisters. No, he just likes stealing just because blankets. He'll steal blankets she hasn't even used yet. He doesn't care.
He just likes blankets. He likes to be cozy, comfy.
That reminds me of the song Mine from Pocahontas. Because it's mine, mine, mine for the taking.
Sorry. I tried to hit mute. It just didn't work.
My daughter got very upset with me because I like to make little parody songs when I'm doing things, and she was gardening, and she was trying. I had my playlist going, and so I would start to remix songs to the general theme or idea of digging up roots. And she got mad. She kept going, stop doing that. And I'm like, you gotta admit it, I'm good at it though. And she's like, no.
I do the same thing at any given moment for any given thing.
So instead I played the song Dig It Up from Holes. And she was like, what is that? And I'm like, it's the song from Holes. And
it's about digging.
And she's like, what do they do? I'm like, they dig holes. It's pretty.
It's written on the tin.
And then she gave me the sassiest look, so I actually told her a little bit about Holes, and then we watched it the next day. Her favorite part of the Holes rap is also my favorite part of the Holes rap, which makes me very pleased.
Good. Influence the child.
Yes.
You like what I like.
She does, however. So I watched K-pop Demon Hunters with like all of my children one at a time, right? And when we watched it when it, the first week it hit, and she really enjoyed it. She liked it. We bonded, we jammed, we discussed our favorite songs and stuff.
It's a good movie.
The next week at school, she became over bombarded with K-pop Demon Hunters, and she now hates it.
Yep.
But
Yep. Welcome to fandoms.
But she knows that I still really love it, and so she just teasingly treats me as if I make her cringe every time I have it and stuff. But damn if that girl won't sing Your Idol with me.
It's a good song.
One of my songs, one of my sons, really, he had like surprised me because he immediately clocked what Soda Pop was about, and like when we were in the mall and stuff this weekend, Soda Pop was playing, but he was being silly, and he was all like, "You're my carbonated beverage." I was like, what?
Carbonated beverage.
Yep. To answer your potentially confused look, he clocked that Soda Pop, the song, is a song of, like, is just a metaphor for the demons wanting to drink their souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I didn't expect my children to, like, because that's song analysis and stuff. But no, my middle, like, clocked it almost immediately. I was, like, very impressed.
That is, yeah.
Just because Kiddo has discovered K-pop Demon Hunters music and loves it, even though she doesn't understand it. That's fair.
All that matters is that they enjoy it.
Yes, as long as they like it.
I think for our next sprint, which isn't for a little bit, but I am going to try to work on Not For Her, but we will see.
I was organizing D&D music.
My editor and I have been mutually dealing with health things, so we're like, just let me know when you need me, basically. Like I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be working on revisions, and she's like, I'll keep my phone on me, and I'm like, no, you really don't have to, it's fine. I might not be able to touch it for a few days, and she's like, okay, just DM me.
Don't do that on my part. On my behalf, please don't.
I'm like, I don't want to touch it on days I've had anxiety. I want to be able to revise. I want to be able to go into the revisions for Not For Her, because this is the final copy edit, and so I want to be able to go in and to look at them and be confident in my decisions, especially since I've already read through a lot of them and stuff. So I'm like, no, I need to be able to go in with confidence and with no anxiety, Sam. And like, I believe this is achievable thanks to my new medication. But I do want to at least try, because my anxiety's kind of gone away today for the most part. So
my brain keeps trying to do metaphors recently and being like, it does the thing, and then the vague idea of a metaphor in here. Like, I messaged you about it the other day. I was like trying to do one. I was like, an ant under a mountain, an ant trying to lift a mountain, maybe a small helpless creature being tortured by a child? I don't know. But yeah, so, and I'm trying to do like another one. I was like, the cry splits open his head worse than something. Yeah, something.
To dig deep for your ancient Southern granny.
Yeah.
To channel Southernisms.
Yeah, I was like worse than, and then I can talk about a previous wound, but like, no. It isn't.
No, yeah.
Had worse than a previous.
You gotta make it hyperbolic.
Log, but I'm like, that's not really worse than. That's not really a phrase. The worse than I think is fucking love.
Worse than slamming face first into a stone wall.
I was
Why
also
would-
thinking a wall.
I mean, the back of his head hit a wall earlier, but I think just splits open his head, not worse than, I think just like,
Worse than an elephant stomping on your forehead.
The cry splits open his head like an axe through firewood. No, actually, I hate that. That's fucking terrible.
Fox says instead, these are not his exact words, but instead of channeling your ancient Southern granny for Southernisms, he said, okay, but what if substitute CB's attempt with metaphors with funky phantomisms? Can serve a similar purpose sometimes loosely. Okay, so Funky Phantom is a character that I largely know from the Wacky Races cartoon. But it was like one of the he is
I love
from
the Wacky
one of the
Races.
many Scooby-Doo clones.
Okay.
And so, but the Funky Phantom is a Confederate ghost who his dialogue lives by the rule of threes. So everything, he'd be like, it's scary, it's horrifying, terrifying even. You know, because it'll be like two things, and then the third one is like much more exaggerated, and you add the word even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I said pierces earlier, but I to describe the mental when it gets too, because it's psychic projection too much. So it's like someone bellowing within your mind, and you're like, that's actually more painful than anything else. It basically gets them.
It's pounding, aching, piercing even.
I don't need
The
to
sinkhole on the road. See, that was my thing. I'm like, I was trying to think of fantasy-ish things, but I gave up and just started saying things. Woot, everyone's in bed now. Oh, not the smoke bomb smell.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Ooh.
Fox said, "You get it." CB doesn't care, but you get it, and that's enough for me.
I don't understand the reference, but I do care.
I didn't pay attention. I was too busy dying. I guess I should. I came back from vacation too early. I don't know. It's not a good night for me, I guess.
I absolutely love. I honestly don't know a lot about the Funky Phantom series. I just absolutely adore the way he talks. It's like, that's all that ever mattered to me.
It's spooky,
so,
scary, horrifying, even.
Every now and then, over the course of our friendship, Fox and I will come to discover that we have this extremely niche obsession that we both share. And the Funky Phantom's dialogue is one of them. Because it's like, I don't really know a lot of people who know who the Funky Phantom is. Or care about his speech patterns.
Remember Wacky Races?
Yeah, the Wacky Racers were great. That was a fun cartoon.
It was really fun. I need to see what his car looked like.
Is it Hanna-Barbera or Hanna-Barbera? It was Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera was the cartoon company, the animation company, and the Wacky Races was basically just all of their IPs in a street race. Well, not a street, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, in a race. Now, one set some may say are wacky.
CB, stop ignoring us.
Sorry.
You're supposed to be talking. It's the talking part of the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep trying to beat myself to keep sneezing, and I don't want to sneeze in everyone's ears.
Okay, I stopped. See, I need to close the document.
She's just very hyper focused on what she was working on at the moment.
Yeah.
I get it. I
Oh
understand.
yeah, I'm totally hyper focusing.
Hyper focus.
I'm close to finishing this chapter rewrite. Not really.
I was about to be like, you can do it, and then you went, not really, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Okay, I am.
Well,
I
there
have
went that
3
idea.
pages left to go through, and I think a lot of that is going to be axed because Jason's on the edge of consciousness now, and now it's from his point of view. So rather than Rise, who was fully conscious and like thinking and stressing and everything, Jason's dying of magical frostbite. So
Ooh.
yeah, that doesn't lend itself to.
But you watched the Rocky races with me. Okay, I had them on the TV a lot.
I know, like the Penelope Pit Stop.
Yeah, with Penelope Pit Stop was one of them.
Dick Dastardly.
Oh my god, Penelope Pit Stop.
Dick Dastardly.
That's all I remember. The little car that.
Dr. Dastardly and Pugsley.
Oh, Buggy, the speed buggy one.
Yeah.
I think that was the one with the. Which car did the Funky Phantom ride?
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw's another one, but you don't remember the Funky Phantom.
Show me the funky Phantom.
The doorbell rang. Getting food, but I didn't know that.
That's the Funky Phantom.
Yeah, it was like a buggy.
I have no idea.
Oh, this is the dude. This is the Scooby-Doo where the Scooby-Doo's a ghost.
Yeah, the Funky Phantom is the Scooby-Doo in his cartoon.
I know about him.
And he speaks in the Rule of 3.
What the fuck are you talking
about? Okay, so in writing and comedy, there's something called the Rule of 3, where if you repeat something 3 times, that's like the bet. Like you shouldn't repeat things 4 times. Or twice and stuff. That like 3 is the magic number for comedic timing of repeating something. And so the Funky Phantom, he'll be like, it's silly, it's funky, it's wacky even. That was his thing.
The Rule of 3 is a great tool and I love it so much, and it's also something AI is obsessed with.
Because we were talking about it.
The Funky Phantom?
Yeah, we were talking about the Funky
is it?
Phantom. Because CB was talking about trying to write metaphors and stuff, and Fox was like, instead of doing metaphors, she should do funky phantomisms. And then it got us here. I can't help it that, look, AI can be obsessed with a lot of shit, but it's all writing techniques and stuff that we utilize.
It overuses it. I was reading something the other day, and I was like, this is written by AI, because it kept being like, it's not blank, it's blank. Or being like, to blank, like doing the Rule of 3, like, but like 4 times within like 2 paragraphs. And I was like, okay.
You can't do the Rule of 3 4 times. It has to be the Rule of 3 3 times. Oh.
Rule of 3.
3 different sets. I was saying 4 different sets of the Rule of 3.
Yeah, but you're not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, you know the Funky Phantom. Chris is in here in case y'all didn't.
Yeah, I got that. I can hear his in the back.
You know, I was wondering who that was, but I just couldn't put it to my brain.
That's what I hear in the background. I can't quite make out words.
He has, like, the pitch of his voice is so low that technology hates it.
Yeah, my little brother does that, or has that pitch now.
It's the opposite of mine, which gets too high.
Yeah.
I love you. Good night.
Mine is also too high. sometimes for technology.
He came in here for the good night kiss and then got waylaid because I was interrogating him about the Funky Phantom. And I was like, you remember the Funky Phantom? And he goes, no. And I'm like, what do you mean, no? I'm like, we watched the
that was the wrong
Rocky
answer.
Racers together. And he was like, no, we didn't. And then he, like, had to stop and access his memory. And he was like, he was like, the Hanna-Barbera stuff? And I was like, yeah, them. And then
Yeah.
he started remembering the alliterative people's Penelope Pitstop and
parallelism is a tool that I like using in my writing, where it's like, it also does the rule of three, where it's like, fuck, I can't communicate right now, but it's also a repetition emphasis tool, where you do very similar phrasing, like back to back or semi back to back, and instead of being like, hey, instead of being like, this is the same thing twice but slightly different, the fact that it is so similar makes it the parallel to emphasize the meaning.
I do a lot of mirroring, which sounds similar but different.
Okay.
They could be parallel tools, perhaps.
Yeah.
I just do things and then hope they work.
Also fair.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
That's how me and
Half the
metaphors
time.
work. If like not like the small metaphors, but if like in my writing, if I want something to be a metaphor for like something really big or thinky, then it just has to be natural. I can't like make those conscious decisions. Or
do you mean like a in-world metaphor, or do you mean like by a line?
Like an in-world, like I'll write a story and then when I go back and I go through,
yeah,
as like I do a lot of,
like,
I think some people
is a metaphor for being gay, like that's like, you know, overall world building metaphor kind of things, versus like, no, it's a literary metaphor, which is comparing two things, not using like or as.
No, it's the world thing. So,
yeah.
Like I said, I'll like go through and I'll write things, and then a lot of the intention or the like, I'll figure out, because like I'll be reading it or I will try to explain it to somebody else, like my intentions for a scene. And it's like, when I was writing that scene, I would not have been able to tell you any fucking intention. I was like, I don't know, this scene is just flowing. This is just how I want it to go. But then when I'm going and I'm revising stuff, and it's like, oh, I kind of want this to be like for that, right?
Yeah.
I get one of the, like, with All That Glitters, it's like Eric doesn't open up until the end of it, and it's like, when I was writing that, I wasn't really thinking about it or anything, but then when my editor's like, well, maybe we should move this part up, and I was like, no. I was like, we can't move that part up because he doesn't trust her. And it's like, it's only when he knows that she is going to die, that, you know, that he's going to kill her, that he's like, oh, I can tell you all these things because it doesn't matter anymore.
Trust that is a day.
Right.
Yeah, and so it's like,
did not miss the whole stream.
Yeah, we've still got two more sprints.
Two more, baby.
But yeah, that's kind of how I do it too. For like deeper scenes, I'm like, I'll have a general idea maybe, but I'm like, the execution can wait. Oof.
But also, I don't know if I could actually invent an inline metaphor. I think that would have to just happen while I'm writing. I don't know if I could create one.
Mine's like, and then I want to put a metaphor here, and then it's just like a full stop most of the time.
Parentheses, insert metaphor here.
Yeah.
Bella's in the middle of inline comments from her editor. She's a feeling she's going to need a second developmental edit because of how much is changing, but we'll see in chapter 12 and 38. That happens. That's one of the benefits if you manage to get a hold of a critique partner who's really skilled and stuff. They essentially work as a initial developmental edit.
Yeah.
Then Bella forgot to mention that she has 333 books in her master list. I just
Oh my
enjoyed.
goodness, so many.
Speaking of the rule of 3, she didn't start it too long ago, but she needed to add 56 books in a 30-minute period. My damn. Good going. And then Lisa popped in. We are going to go into a screen.
You will.
3, 2, 1, go. And we're back.
We're back. Heck yeah.
I got through about a page-ish of rewrites. Well, not rewrites, but just looking over notes and stuff.
Nice.
And, like, mostly me just kind of staring at it going, is that how I would have Jamie phrase things? Like this one sentence that goes, sounds like you don't have much other choice right now but to come along for the ride. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like Jamie would say it like that. So then I have to figure out how Jamie would say it. And I'm like, I haven't written in Jamie's voice in like 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know Jamie wouldn't say it that way, but I don't know if I currently remember how Jamie would say it. So there's that back and forth.
I've organized like 5 or 6 songs into separate playlists, and I've been dying. So
I was reacting to what people were saying. Forgot I was muted, and I was like, "Wow, Cody just totally interrupted me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm muted."
yeah, honestly, I know how I felt when everyone's like, when I'm like, "Wow, Sam's muted." Hey guys, everyone's like, "We can hear her," and I'm like, I can't.
Earlier, I was saying that I get that, Sam. I sent you the whole wall of text earlier about trying to figure out what Rye's voice would be, like what the Rye reaction to information would be, based on all the factors. And I was like, it's taking my head so long to get locked in to this. So yeah.
CB and I will be like, hey, how you doing? It's like, hi. It was like, I just woke up, okay, and then suddenly I've got like 3 massive paragraphs of wall, and I'm like, I can't right now. And CB's like, that's fine. And then I'll go to doom scroll because that's all I have energy for. And then like an hour later, I go back to check Discord, and now I've got 2 pages of text, and I'm like, I hope she still knows I'm not looking at it at the moment.
Yeah.
Still going.
Which, I want it to be clear, I'm not complaining. I am appreciating that is where our friendship is, that we are both okay with this situation. It's like, so.
You just see CB is typing, you just go, okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
We're back in 2 hours.
If it is still an issue that she actually needs my help with, she will bring it back up, I'm confident. Otherwise, I will trust she figured it out.
Well, I usually begin the paragraphs with, you don't have to respond to this.
Yeah.
Also, you can tell me to stop if this is annoying you right now. That's usually my opening.
It is. So.
I get that. That's whenever it's a long one, it's also my opening too, where it's like, I'm not expecting an immediate response to this, but
Well, I mean,
if you wish to.
Like, look, sometimes, and I'm pretty sure that I am mostly, it's mostly just like a soundboarding thing, which I'm fine with, because sometimes I will go through and read it, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm locked in, and then I read through it, and I'm like, she doesn't need me at all. There's no question here. She has solved the problem. My services were unnecessary.
You just are like writing it out. I'm like, okay, I have option A, B, and C. I think these are the reasons for each one. I think I'm gonna go with this one, but I also could go with this one. All right, I'm gonna do this. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So,
You decided I'm going with the one that I picked. I'm choosing the secret third one that I just came up with right now.
Me in all of my educational years struggling to write like 1.5K essay. Me also in DMs trying to talk about why I want to do a different story point. Like,
yeah.
If it works, it works. Bella said Kavera has been a hobby project that's been in the works since 2018. Most of that was spent discovering myself as an author, and only recently started thinking about publishing it in like 2021 and 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you got the bank or the gumption to work hard enough to save up the bank, get as many edits and want to make that story publishable in your vision.
Yeah.
Jessica made food that sprint and is now eating it. Nice. And RP got 308 words. Like I said, I was mostly looking at things and going, yeah, that can be deleted. Yeah, that can be moved. Yeah, that. And then any time, like, this is my mental state at the moment. Just any time Danica's like, it's a slight rephrasing, I look and I immediately know what was not my wording. And I'm like, but is it acceptable? And I'm like,
But
I
does it
shouldn't
pass
be making these
muster?
decisions right now. Just like, there's this one where Jamie noted the squeeze of unease in Arnold's voice, his newly careful phrasing, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this sentence, but I'm sitting here going, the squeeze of unease? Would I, Sam, call it a squeeze of unease? Our reader's going to see that and be like, Sam would never use
Never.
phrasing.
That's not my
yeah.
Sam.
What'd you say, CB?
I just said, how dare, in a funny voice.
Also, there was like a couple lines that were like deleted, and I was looking at them, and I'm like, I really like those lines. Why would you delete those lines? And then I'm like, I guess they can be deleted. And then a little far down is like, they weren't deleted. She just moved them. And I'm like, my line was good enough to survive. So I'm like, maybe I should not be working on this right now, but I'm going to anyway.
I will, but maybe I shouldn't. But I'm gonna.
It's fine. I'm just leaving notes for myself. It's like there's this one that I was like I reworded it because I was fairly good about that. But then there's this other one where it's like, best to focus on ignoring the freshly opened pit in his stomach. And I'm like, that's not the kind of pit I mean, and that's not the kind of pit I want. And I deleted freshly opened, and then I highlighted that in pit, and I was like, memo to self to figure out a rephrasing. Stomach pits are more like stone rocks, not openings. And so that's my thought for functioning Sam.
Yeah. It's like, this is not a pit of a fruit. This is a emptiness, a coldness. Ooh.
No, it's the other way around. It is like the
Sorry,
pit of
I made you yawn.
No, that's not. But like, no, that is the opposite. It's not an emptiness. It is a hard. It is like a pit of a fruit.
Pit of a fruit.
The hardness.
Oh, I misheard. I thought took it the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying the word like hollow ache in like chess. Or he's got it to like for magical exhaustion and stuff, and then also for like grief. And I'm like, okay, I need a different physical response.
There's gotta be more than one.
Perfect. Oh, alright, guys. I'm making you yawn.
It's okay. Mine is more headache based. Don't worry about it.
Mine is more allergy based.
I'm just sleepy, even though it's literally earliest out of all of us.
Guys, I need to know. This feels your mileage may vary. I wrote one glance over to the fierce and terrified girl beside him, and he eased his shoulders. But Danica crossed out eased his shoulders and said schooled his features. The reason being, she says, I think this makes it more clear he's trying not to scare her. And I'm like, I find schooled his features to be a more intimidating phrasing.
I liked E's shoulders. Just because, like, it's... To me, it's more of like, oh, my shoulders are up, I'm doing something, oh, I have to, like, she's scared, I'm gonna lower them. Versus schooling, where it's just like, and I have to...
I would say if it's a, like, kind of like, okay, I need to calm down, that would be dropping his shoulders. I think relaxing his shoulders.
The issue was more his shoulders versus schooled his features.
Yeah, I was like, the schooled his features, yeah, schooled his features. Sorry, it sounds fake to me now. The word school. I think I think both of them work. Is my short answer. But schooling features is not like hostile or anything, or but I would only use schooled his features if I previously mentioned his features doing something not calm.
Yeah.
I feel like eased his shoulders is like, okay, that's fairly implied, like as you get
Yeah.
tense or something, you get wound up. But schooled his features is if he was like frowning or snarling or something, I don't know. I like the phrase schooled his features.
Oh, I love the phrase school features. I just imagine Jamie is having a perpetual smirk regardless of what he's actually feeling inside. So, irritated smirks, happy smirks, angry smirks.
It's all just the same image, but it's just with a different. They all look the same.
He's that meme.
Yeah.
Yep. This is him when he's happy. Are you sure? This is him when he's sad. How do you know the difference? You see this 2-degree drop? That's how you know he's sad. Like, what?
I will think on that one more. Oh, no, I didn't want it.
I have a beer back. I have to tinkle. I'm drinking so many liquids, which means so many liquids are going through my body. I'm trying not to die, and it feels like there's something doing the mamba in my throat.
That's not good.
It's just allergies.
Cold coming on? Oh, allergies. Okay.
Yeah, it's just allergies. I took 2 Claritin 24-hour Claritin clears. Fun fact, you're only supposed to take 1 every 24 hours, so we'll see how that goes.
Don't put yourself in a coma.
Yeah, that's not on the docket, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm glad it's not on the document. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see.
The first scene is beginning to shape up and come together.
Yay.
That's awesome. So I don't think that I am currently in a state that I should be doing significant revisions, but I am in a state that there are a lot of things that I can just be like, no, that's fine. That's not fine. But if I have any doubts at all.
Any hesitation is like this is
any hesitation, I'm like, I'll deal with that later. So. Which means I won't be able to be like, oh, I'm on this page and I've done these many pages now. Because I will feel like I am lying because there are still revisions to be made on those pages.
relatable. I get that.
What?
I mean, if you did half of one and half of another, that's 1 page of revisions.
No.
Not the same.
Okay.
It's not the same, Cody.
Yeah, Cody, get inside our brains. Crawl in there like we are.
No, thank you. I'm good. I don't want to be in there, guys.
He doesn't want to be in there.
I don't want to be in there. Y'all have migraines. I don't. No, thank you. I'm good. That sounds painful. A lot of squeezing going on. It's gonna be tight in there. I don't want it.
Cody says it sounds real foggy in there, and then occasional hammers attack you.
Yeah.
I'm used to the K-pop. That's fine. It's just the migraines. No, thank you. Back pain, I can deal with all day. Head pain, no, thank you.
Completely unrelated, but I think in June we should start our anime Let's Talk again. We need to finish Sailor Moon.
Yes. We do need to finish Sailor Moon. Oh my god, how long has it been?
Like 2 years.
It has been so long, I will rewatch all of them.
Oh no! Well, it is funny. My buddies were talking about watching Sailor Moon the other day. And I'm like, I watched all of Sailor Moon for a Let's Talk. I haven't done it in so long.
No, we haven't watched all of them, Cody. We still
No, not all of it.
Let me go see which one we're on, according to my mind.
I think we're on, like, the final season.
Yeah.
We're somewhere on. Have we done the movie Black Dream Hole?
I think we have, and made a joke about it too many times. Let me see.
So, see, that's the problem. Like, have we, or have we just joked about it?
It sounds like both. What is Black Dream Hole about?
That's
Is that the one where
cookies
Damien gets his boyfriend?
series. No, that's Promise of the Rose.
I feel
Darian
like we
I
have.
will be right back.
Momo gets his ass kicked and has to stay on planet. It's the one where she has that weird.
Oh, the dreams with the Pegasus?
No, that's season 4.
Like the fairy boy. My brain is.
Yes, the
It's been so
fairy
long.
boy.
I feel like we have seen this. This is looking familiar.
No, according to my Let's Talk chart, that is the one we are on, Sailor Moon Super. That's the movie we're on.
Oh, well then I guess not. I probably watched it on my own then.
We may have watched it in preparation for it and then had to.
I just never did it, probably. Because it looks familiar.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine you've seen it at some point in your life.
Oh yeah, I've seen, not all of Sailor Moon, but I've seen a lot of it.
My sister and I have started on Tuesdays now. We are watching season 5 in English for the first time. Because we've seen it in Japanese, but we've never seen it in English.
Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night,
Huh.
unless we're doing something different, me and my roommate will watch anime. And it's a fun time.
Fox says we have done the Dream Hole. Let me go. I'm going to rewatch. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to rewatch our Let's Talks in preparation for it. Oh yeah, there it is.
I mean, you don't have to really watch the last one.
What? No. I'm going to do it for fun, Cody.
Okay, never mind. Don't fuck what I said. Don't worry about me, Mom.
Okay, so technically we do need. It's been 4 years.
Oh my god.
We
Holy crap.
almost did all of them within the course of 1 year. We just need to.
We were on a roll.
I think we stopped because we were waiting for it to come out. That's what it was.
And then I got a night job, and that just ruined everything.
No. Well, I mean, yes, but also no.
Yes.
What happened was because we did that one, and then like
We had to
Sailor
wait for
Moon Supers just released. So I watched, and so then we were waiting to see if they would release a Sailor Crystal Stars.
Yes,
That's
I
what
remember
we were
this now.
waiting on.
I remember this now. And then I got a nighttime job, and that also ruined everything. So
Yes. So.
yes, and now we can go back to it.
Fox says it hasn't been 4 years. You haven't known CB 4 years ago. Technically, the first one was done 5 years ago, according to my YouTube.
Oh my gosh, Sam, we've known each other for 6 years.
That's wild.
We met in 2020. That's crazy.
Our friendship is so easy to math, and I love that for us.
I know, I love that for us. It's so easy. It just clicked in my head, like, oh god, it's 2026. Wait a minute. We've been friends for 6 years. Who? I remember one of the very first messages I ever sent you.
Now I have to check if they've Sailor Moon Crystal, because I think they announced it.
Yeah, because I think that's definitely when we were like, all right, cool, we'll just wait for this to come out, and then we'll do it. And then...
Well, yeah, because we discussed it, because like leading up to us doing the season 4, we were like, we didn't know what to do because we didn't know if there would be more Crystal because it had been a while since their season 3. And then they announced that they were doing the 2-part movie special for season 4. Yep. And we were like, oh, okay, so yeah, we can go ahead and do that because that timing was like perfect for us. But then we were like, well, now we have to wait for stars.
Ow.
Now I'm trying to... Typing in Sailor Moon Crystal Stars did not get me.
I know, it got me nowhere.
Stars Arc, thank you.
Ooh, the Crystal Wiki.
Also known as the Shadow Galactica arc, is the 5th and final story arc of Sailor Moon Crystal.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. See, I thought it had come out, Sailor Moon Cosmos, but my sister also got a night job and ruined our Sailor Moon viewing.
Wow, night jobs ruining Sailor Moon
And
viewings.
I'm not allowed to watch it without her, or I would have.
If I had a nickel for every time a night job ruined my Sailor Moon viewings, I'd have 2
I
nickels.
have 2 nickels.
Which
Not
isn't
a lot,
allowed,
but
but
it's
it's
weird
weird
that
it's
it
happened twice. I do like when that happens because I use that way too often. And then when it actually happens to me, I'm like, I now get to use this as an excuse.
Yeah, because I told my sister, I was like, oh, they're dubbing over season 5, and the Sailor Moon Stars arc is coming out in Crystal, and she was like, you better not fucking watch it without me. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I don't care if you have to postpone your stream, you're not watching it without me. And I'm like, damn.
Damn.
She's like, I know where you sleep, and I'm like, she's pulling out the knowing where I sleep card.
Damn, okay, calm down, man. I understand. Is it on Netflix that Sailor Moon is?
Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
Oh,
you know.
So, if I remember right, Crunchyroll and Netflix, I think, have Crystal, and then Hulu has the 90s one with the redub.
Well, I see Sailor Moon Cosmos.
Yes, that's the new one. Or that's the 5th arc.
Yeah, that's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Okay. CB,
Yeah.
we figured out where we are.
We've done it. We got the math.
Where are we?
In Sailor Moon? You only have to watch a movie for the
Yeah,
next
lucky you.
Cody and I have to watch the final season.
Mm.
So I will bring this back up to you all after my sister and I have made time to watch all of it because I enjoy living. And she is a bitch.
That's the end of the statement. Because I enjoy
Because I
living.
enjoy living. That's so funny. Hey, I like breathing, guys. It's
I
fun
do.
time.
My sister said I'm not allowed to watch. She told me specifically I can watch it in Japanese, but I'm not allowed to watch it in English without her. Because it's our first time seeing it in English, and the same with the Crystal. Like she and I have watched all of the original and Crystal. Like our first time watching it was together. So
Mm-hmm. It's tradition. I get it. I
Ruin
understand.
that. Like we can't ruin that now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Before I came back in, earlier when I had left, Storm had gone into the living room, the rest of the apartment, and she'd been out there this whole time. And then when I came back just now, she sprinted into the room, and now she is doing little circles under my legs and meowing at me.
How dare you lock her out, mother?
Damn.
Yeah, how dare.
You know
Mother.
what you must do?
Yeah.
You have to purchase yourself a new bedroom door so that you can put a cat door in it. And just switch them out for the duration that you're living there.
Uh-huh. I was totally not talking about getting a haircut, having money to get a haircut, and I'll just go and buy a door.
I'm just saying.
I know you're just
DIY it. I don't know.
DIY a door.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the insane things some of these housewives DIY? I'm fucking jealous. I want to get on
I
that.
know. I know.
I watched this woman. She's a professional carpenter. She builds furniture and stuff for a living. And she's like, she goes on this tangent about how she watches some of these women. She's like, DIY. She's like, you guys are building. She's using these professional industry terms and stuff. And she's like, you're making shit I can't even make.
Yeah.
She's like, I do this for a living. And I'm like, it's still do it yourself, even I don't know what to tell you, but I'm like, damn, I'm so jealous.
I know.
I'm also jealous. So I have had my subscription on Manta since they have offered subscriptions on Manta, and they were like, hey, so for a bunch of our users, you guys can be testers and stuff for some of our things, and you'll get free gems. And I'm like, all right, bet. I have not had time or the mental. Well, it's really I just haven't had the mental thing.
Yeah.
to read webtoons and stuff since they started doing it, and I'm like, I could have made so many gems. I
Many.
would have previewed so many things.
Hi, yes, you're so cute.
He's like nuzzling the little adjuster for how high the seat is, so if I suddenly drop like 6 inches, that's why.
Yeah, my dog used to do that to me when I lived at my parents' house.
Hi, yes, you're so cute and adorable, and you just want petting.
She loves me, I swear.
Well, yes, because she sprinted to be in here.
And I already fed her, so it's not that. For once.
We might start taking one of our cats out for strolls.
Amazing.
I have to buy him his own harness because I tried to put the dog harness on him. It did not go well. he just fucking walked out of it. I was like, oh. So, but he was down to wear it. He was like, yeah, put it on me, let me walk around and stuff. But then he's like, oh, this is kind of in my way, and just walked out of it. And I'm like, you little motherfucker.
This won't work. We need you to not be able to do that. I bought a harness for Storm that's like super nicely padded and supposed to be super comfortable. And it worked great a couple times ago when I was traveling with her. But then when I was flying out here, when I was flying home for Christmas with her, it did not work because she's lost too much weight.
So now you need another one.
And so I was just like holding her without a harness in the airport because they have you go like hold your animal as you walk through the metal detector. So we have to get her a new one.
That reminds me, we had a miniature pincher growing up, and it was basically a 2-liter on its side with toothpick legs. And so one day my parents were like, go take him for a walk. I was like, okay. It was just a collar, no harness. And I'm walking with him, and another big dog's coming. I'm like, all right. We step to the side. I'm like, he's about to try to attack this dog. He's a Napoleon complex. I'm going to try to intervene. I go, walk in. The leash is lax. I go, oh no. I look down. He is not in his collar. I turn around thinking he's going to attack the dog and he's going to die. He's bolting home. I've never seen this dog run so fucking fast in my life. Yeah, he said, I'm out of here. Ran so fast. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Awareness for once in his little life.
Pacing this dog. I've never seen him run so fast. He made it around the corner, the middle of our yard, fell sideways, panting.
He said, I did not sign up for this.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, enough.
To attack, and you're supposed to hold me back, and then we pretend like I'm really tough and powerful.
Yeah, that's what I was anticipating. That's what I was expecting. Nope, this little fucker ran. I've never seen him bolt so fast. I was like, wow, he probably lost like a good 3-4 pounds at that point. Poor body's never moved so quick.
Fluff and ego. Those 3-4 pounds fell off his ego.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he made it to the middle of our yard, didn't even make it to the front door. Sideways. Full pant. Every time that leash came out, he was full on like, no. Not doing that again. You're not tricking me this time.
The dogs are trained enough and the kids are strong enough that now when I walk the dogs, I have the kids come with me because like last year I felt so bad. I did not walk the dogs at all last year. Disclaimer, they have a very large backyard. They go in every day. So they were not lacking for exercise and stuff. Yeah. They just like going on walks and it's it's good mental stimulus and stuff.
Absolutely.
Also very good for socialization. But last year, as y'all know, I was very fucked up. And this year, the only reason that I could start walking the dogs again was because I made the children hold the leashes and stuff, right? And I'm like training the children on how to train the dogs. And we're now at a point where I don't stress at all if there is another dog walking beside us, or well, like, you know, if we're like crossing on the
Yeah,
road.
crossing paths.
Yes, because which it's funny. My smallest child is the one that walks the big dog, and it
Always how
looks
that works.
and if you just look at them, it like when she's like pulling her forward and stuff, and she's like, Vi, come this way, and Vi will, like, it looks like she's, you know, exerting a lot of effort to pull my daughter and stuff, but no, because if she was, my daughter would fall on her ass. There's no way. I wrestled that dog to the ground. There's no way my daughter has the strength yet to muscle that dog about if the dog truly did not wish to be held back. But my big strong kid is my big strong looking kid is the one that walks our smaller dog, whom is a pity, and therefore all of her muscle is compact, and she wants to make friends with everyone. So she had, before she was a little better leash trained, she did in fact drag my daughter a little bit for a while, and I had to step in and put my hand on the harness, and then she was like, oh, shit, mom's here, I gotta stop. So
oh no.
But yeah, so he can muscle her, but I don't want them to have to muscle the dogs, right? Which is part of why we do the training and stuff. But I was like, he's so good with the dogs and stuff. Like today we walked by this other dog and some other people, and every time he would just hold her harness and hold her near him, and then he'd let her go. And then he'd like call her over and tell her what a good girl she was and give her just little attention and stuff for a while, and then they kept going, and she was just the happiest damn dog. She was like, I don't need to pay attention to anybody else, which was great, because that is my dog that you're like no new friend, and she's like, but are you sure? But are you sure? But are you sure? And she will try to make that new friend.
But Mom, they looked at me in the eyeballs. They have to want to be friends with me.
Yeah, but that's a great training, sounds like.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
So cute.
But I think we are almost to the point where, which I've told them this, that if they get to, if they can get to a certain level of controlling themselves to control the dog, then we'll take them to this park nearby us where you're allowed to take dogs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, my oldest is too relaxed, and my youngest is not relaxed enough a little bit. So like, because we're going by the one dog, and Vi's doing great listening to my youngest, right? And she's like, and my youngest is like, no new friend and stuff. But then my youngest starts to laugh because the dog's being silly and stuff. So Vi starts to pick up on her playful energy. So Vi starts to like jump and pull a little more. And I'm like, you have to be calm. I'm like, you have to be firm.
Yeah.
And my daughter goes, I am firm. And I'm like, but you got a playful vibe, right? I was like, you got a playful vibe right now. And she's picking up on the playful vibe. And my child goes, oh, you know what kind of vibe I got. And I'm like, excuse you?
See your vibe. I did a vibe check.
And then my oldest, he's just like, he's too chill for existence sometimes, I swear. Like, but when he first started learning for a while, he would be, like, he would go up to the dog to give them the treat, and I'm like, no, you have to stop and make them come to you.
Yep.
We're just like, we need to balance out these two energies, guys.
I have that. That's the middle.
I was gonna say, how's the middle child with all this, huh? Are they the balance?
He is the balance between the forces.
It's like, it truly is like beginner, middle, like beginner, journeyman, expert. It's like, I know we can get to here because I have a data point, but we're currently here.
No, because in this instance, the middle would be the expert.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Our scale doesn't work that way.
Dang, I felt so smart for roughly 2 seconds. And you dashed my dreams, man.
That is what I do. I dash hopes and dreams and eat them on my toast. I have to find the right screen. I have the Mylan up for Sailor Moon up. There we go. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. But I'm still doing things.
Storm was positively losing her shit. Until I went over and I laid on the bed and she came up and like curled up against me. And immediately like quieted down. And I went to get up and now she is back right here yelling at me.
She just wants cuddles.
I know we usually cuddle by now. Just a couple more minutes and the stream will be over and then I will cuddle with you, okay? You cannot understand human speech.
You cannot understand the words I'm saying.
You just look so betrayed.
She's like, but we got into bed. The snuggle started. Why did it stop?
but Mom, the bed, it's right here.
I'm just going back. I'm making sure all of my notes that are like memos to self say like Sam memo, so that my editor knows those are for me.
Nice. RP wrote 200 words and started making lunch for work tomorrow. Nice. What are you having?
Nice. My work's doing a cookout tomorrow, so I get free food.
Hell yeah.
I now have let's see, how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, excuse you. I'd like you to come back, please.
No.
No, I guess it's gone. I have like 8 or 9 playlists now, just for like different things and like themes and moods, like combat, atmosphere, suspense, mystery, shit like that. It's a good time. It's a good time.
I am now down on page 13 of 32 of reviewing the revisions. It's very soon going to be 31 pages, not 32. Note that it's not that we are removing chunks, though there would be nothing wrong with that. It's that chunks were moved, and until I accept the changes, the crossed out words still take up space.
Yep.
But also, so sometimes if I just sit there and if I'm going through a part where I'm like, yep, accept that, which can be a lot when it's just like small grammar things, but it's like I have to accept the deletion of the quotations, accept the new thing, accept that and that. And I think it overwhelms the program and it just goes, no, you're not doing anything else. And then I have to refresh it, which fixes it. But I did that, and because my editor had also opened the document to start looking at what I was doing, it swapped our colors.
Oh.
So, like, I was purple and she was red, which it's like her color was, like, yellow and red, so her colors, you know, they were in warm tones. Yeah. And then mine were like, you know, a dark blue, purple text, and then my highlights were she was the red warm tones. Yeah, I was the blue purple tones.
The blue cooler tones, yeah.
But now we're swapped, and it messed me up at first because I kept clicking on my old. I was like clicking on my comments and going, wait, that's me. I already know about this one.
So I just looked up Studio Ghibli movies because I thought about watching some, and on Netflix they only have Grave of the Fireflies. And I'm like, no, that's not the one I want to watch. I want happy-go-lucky fun time. I don't want to be depressed and sad.
I'll watch it with you, Cody.
No, I don't like that one.
I've already seen it once, so I've
seen it twice.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Like, it's not, but it's also like still like it's not.
I get you.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Up the tone.
I will say no spoilers, but we did like budget and save up for a family day on Saturday, and we took the children to see the new Mario movie.
Heck yeah.
The moment I got home, there was a YouTube short that had like a giant spoiler kid text stuff at the top, and I'm like, I'm so glad I just saw the movie, because rude.
Oh my gosh. So me and my roommate, we watched The Amazing Digital Circus. And the last episode comes out in theaters 2 weeks prior to YouTube. And both of us are like, we need to watch it in theaters. Because the moment it comes out, spoiler heaven.
I had not seen any spoilers for the new animated Avatar movie, and then I just saw one short today that had a little bit of a spoiler. And I looked at the comments, and it's just people being, like, a lot of people mad. Like, how are you gonna spoil it before it's released?
I thought it was already released for some people.
No, it got...
Okay, so what happened was, from what I have gathered, Paramount was like, okay, we have spent $3 million on making this Avatar animated film. Theaters dying, we won't make that much, which is wild and stupid of them to think.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're just gonna release it straight to DVD and streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody somewhere along the distribution lines was like, what? No, fuck that, and released the full movie on Twitter.
Oh.
I thought it was an accident.
It was. That's what people thought. People thought it was an
Mm.
accident, but like more information, like they found, like it was in direct response to Paramount not giving Avatar a theatrical release.
I've been trying to avoid stuff about it because I don't want any spoilers.
No, that's fine. I'm just getting a bunch of thirst traps.
No,
which I'm like, I don't understand why YouTube thinks I am the demographic for this.
I mean,
I have been getting thirst traps, but I've been scrolling past them because I'm like, if you edit it, that means you watched the movie. And I'm like, yes, I really, really want to see the movie. I can wait 6 months to like support the creators and stuff like that. But yeah.
I have no particular morals on whether people want to see it or not. But it's out there, it's out there. People want to see it, they can see it and still support the creators later if that is their prerogative.
right.
Because, like, I'm not supporting or condoning, I am merely adding context to what I have learned, is that if, like, because they were not getting a theatrical release, that meant that the only people who would be able to see it were people who had Paramount Plus or buy the DVD. And whoever decided to release it was kind of like, that's kind of shitty. Because if it had received a theatrical release, yes, that's still expensive, but at least anybody could go see it, and they don't have to sign up for Paramount streaming service. So it was like a thing. But yeah, a lot of people are mad at Paramount because Paramount's like, we must find out who did it, and they're like, but you know what would be smarter? Releasing it in theaters. They're like, you could save you could make up for it. They're like, do you know how many Avatar fans would still go pay to watch it in theaters?
Wow.
Some people are like, if anything, the leak might have helped it too, because there are a lot of people who like didn't really care or just were kind of casual Avatar fans, but then like because they've seen a bunch of shit and stuff, they're like, oh, I'd go see a theatrical release.
I was gonna say,
it was all a conspiracy.
I was like, I'm currently looking up tickets.
No.
It's like, no, if the leak was a publicity stunt, Paramount would be a lot smarter with how they were handling the cleanup, but...
I was gonna say, as I'm currently looking up movie theater tickets for a indie animation that, you know, started on YouTube like a few years ago.
There was one, oh my god, who was it? There was a director.
Sorry, Bella not acknowledging that Sokka has always been hot. I had a crush on Sokka my entire life.
Hold on, that Zuko could get hotter, and if you told my younger self that Sokka the goofball would be hot, I would love the comparison photos.
No, literally was in love with him. Adult me is so excited to see adult him.
I saw this
hot as
thing.
well.
I saw this thing that was like when your animated crush is age appropriate again.
Yeah.
It's like, yes,
Yeah.
it's no longer weird.
Like, it's not weird anymore.
I've been free.
But there was a director. I can't remember who it was. Let me see. Damn, there's more than one. I'd have to do deeper research. Okay.
Director.
Yeah, imagine that. No, there's apparently there's been quite a few directors who just release feature films that they make for free to download places. But there was a director who knew that people were going to pirate their new movie that was coming out. So on release day, they released a like 4K version of the movie to download because they were like, they're gonna see it illegally anyway. I at least want them to see it in good quality. I worked hard.
Yeah.
That killed me. That was great.
There's an author that turned his first book into a movie, and someone after film festivals stuff, someone obviously pirated, put it on YouTube, and he made like a tweet and YouTube video. It was like, guys, there's someone on YouTube that took my first book movie, I can't think of the name of it right now, and put it on YouTube. And, it's kind of crazy. Maybe you should follow the link down below, but totally not watch it, but also maybe watch it if you're able to at the link down below, but also maybe don't. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I provided a link down below for your convenience to not watch it. Anywho, goodbye.
Sam, what the fuck did you just do to your face?
Okay, as you guys may know, I'm a fidgeter. I have to fidget with things. I very frequently take my clean makeup brushes and just wipe them along my face because the bristles are nice. Apparently, this one was not clean. I've never before. This is the one I used tonight. So I didn't realize it, so I was like, fresh. And it wasn't even my image in the camera. I saw dust poof off of it, like the eyeshadow poof off, and I was like, wait.
Hold on a second.
Sure, so I'm a who now. But, it's purple. It's fine.
It's more looking like a cat.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow.
As I try to clean my nose off.
Yeah,
Alright, so that's fine. I look like Rudolph frequently in the cold. Alright. We're pulling up the schedule. So Wednesday is on my channel. It'll either be a later Whip Wednesday or a Samless Whip Wednesday. We will see, because I have things I have to do Wednesday. But Wednesday will be my channel. Friday, we discuss The Raven King. I have to let Matt know. Post haste.
Cody, message Matt.
Okay, what am I messaging him?
The Raven King.
Raven King Friday.
Raven King Friday.
In May, I will be doing, theoretically, Whip Wednesday will be every week as usual, but I will only be doing the first 2 Mondays because I'm working double conventions that month. And see, the 8th is our current target for one of the book talks. We have to figure out the other one because life. And yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. And we will catch you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.